Hello everybody and welcome to United Realm. Manchester United won, Chelsea 3 and we got absolutely embarrassed and bantered by Chelsea. That was an awful game from United and everything was wrong. The players didn't show up, they were awful, the tactics was wrong, and to be honest I can't really think of a player who had a good game. We were that bad and look, we should have never played five at the back. Oli got that absolutely wrong. I don't know why he played five at the back, and I don't like that system, and it's too defensive. But look, we've got only three fit centre backs right now. There's Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, and Eric Bailly. There's no centre back on the bench, so why would you play five at the back? And Eric got injured. We've got lack of depth in the centre back positions because Lindelof, Harry Maguire, and Eric Bailly were the only fit ones. Phil Jones, he's crap and he's been injured. Twanzebe has been injured for nearly a year now and never should have picked that formation, and Oli got that absolutely wrong. And look, Chelsea play five at the back as well, but it suits the way Chelsea play the game and the way they approach it. And they play that on quite a few occasions, so they are used to it. And we haven't played five at the back for a long time now. Our main formation now is 4-2-3-1, and Oli should have stuck by that. And I have no idea why he changed the formation. Yes, we beat them thrice this season, but doing the same thing and expecting the same result, that's not the way you approach games. But he got that wrong. The team didn't show up. Everyone were awful, and we were 19 games unbeaten. Of course, we were going to lose the game and that streak would end, but the way we lost this game, it's not acceptable. And yeah, we absolutely got smashed by Chelsea, to be honest. Yes, in the match preview, I said that this game doesn't hold much of an importance because yeah, even now I value the games against West Ham and Leicester over this game because I'd rather lose to Chelsea and win against West Ham and Leicester because that'll give me top four, maybe even third, and I'd rather have Champions League qualification over the FA Cup. But yeah, it was the FA Cup semi-finals and it was an important match. Even if we would have gone down fighting, I would have applauded the boys and said we weren't lucky enough or we played well, and that's the way we should have lost the game if we lost the game. But the manner in which we lost was absolutely shambolic, and it's not just acceptable. Yeah, we'll get into the player ratings in a minute, and I'm sure the 2s and 3s will be flying around because we were very bad and we haven't given such ratings in this channel yet. That speaks a lot about the team's performance, and I felt very disappointed and let down because we were ruthless in these games. We have been a little off in the last two games, but the way this ended was it was terrible. And it's also going to be a test for the boys now against West Ham. They've got 2 days now, and can they get their confidence high up again? Because that game, the confidence would have gone full down, and it's going to be a test for the boys' characters and the winning belief. And if we want to be a top team, that has to be there because yeah, we will have such days. Hopefully not many, but the way we return from this defeat is going to be the crucial part. And I'm gonna back the boys to get top four. I'm gonna stick by the top three prediction, and I think we will get third. But it's not gonna be easy now. The confidence is very low, and it's at Old Trafford against West Ham, and I think we will win the game and get top four. But yeah, we shouldn't have lost the game like this. But smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And we'll get into the player ratings now. So David De Gea gets a 2. He was dreadful. He was terrible. That wasn't De Gea, man. Because look, in the first goal which we conceded, it wasn't maybe entirely his fault. He got a touch to the ball. He got his hand to the ball, but it looked like he wasn't expecting it, and he couldn't get a stronger hand to it. But in the second goal, the game was over when we conceded that. That was I don't know. De Gea should have saved that all days of the week, and any goalkeeper would have saved that. And He went for the dive, his arms weren't fully stretched. I don't know, his concentration is not there. There's something wrong with De Gea, and the club should be looking at that, because it's concerning now, because he's making way too many errors right now. And yeah, his confidence is very, very low now, and his concentration is not there for some reason. Yeah, he's still a very good goalkeeper. He made 2 saves after making that howler as well, and even in the last game he was world class. But his concentration is not there, and his confidence is low. There's something wrong with De Gea, and I wasn't surprised De Gea started. He was the goalkeeper in my predicted 11 as well. And look, De Gea starts the knockout games in these competitions, so you shouldn't be surprised that De Gea started ahead of Romero. And I don't think that Oli would have thought about this gonna happen. No one would have expected this to happen. So, and no one was disappointed that De Gea started, did we? So, yeah, and the first goal, it wasn't maybe entirely his fault. The second goal was an absolute howler by De Gea. And look, people are talking about Romero replacing De Gea. To be fair to De Gea, Romero keeps so many clean sheets because he plays against all crap teams, to be very honest. Because yeah, Romero, to me, Romero is the best goalkeeper, the best number 2 goalkeeper in the league for me, and I'm gonna stick by it. And he has been very, very good when called upon. But Romero starts against all crap teams. He plays against Rochdale and maybe Club Brugge, so even De Gea would have kept clean sheets against them, and because those teams don't really cause us any problems, and they didn't. So that's one of the reasons why Romero's stats are good. But to be honest, Romero is a good goalkeeper, but I don't think he's good enough to replace De Gea. And talking about Dean Henderson, well, Henderson is still very young, and it's just his first complete season in the Premier League with Sheffield United. Yes, he has been fantastic, but I wouldn't be judging a goalkeeper who had one good season with a goalkeeper who had been world class for so many years. And De Gea has been our player of the year for 3 times in a row, 3 times out of 4 times. So yeah, De Gea has been poor, but look, De Gea has been making too many mistakes and errors this season. But De Gea he's still the best. I guess he's the 3rd best goalkeeper in the league according to the clean sheets, because first is Nick Pope from Burnley, Alisson and Ederson, who have kept 15 clean sheets, and so those 3 are the first. Second is Henderson and Schmeichel, who have kept 13, and the 3rd is David De Gea, who has kept 12. So De Gea has only 1 clean sheet of Schmeichel and Henderson, even though he had made so many errors. So that speaks something as well. And yeah, for me, in my opinion, Henderson should be loaned out next season as well. And I'll be giving De Gea 1 more season to prove that he still belongs at this club, and he has been a loyal servant. But you cannot be picking a player who has been performing badly because of his loyalty. Then Phil Jones should be playing as well, doesn't he? But I still think De Gea is a very, very good goalkeeper. But there's something wrong with De Gea right now. His concentration is not there, and United should be looking at that, because I'm sure we're not going to sign a new goalkeeper. So we'll have to resolve this issue, because it's a little concerning right now. So De Gea, he gets a 2. Ivan Van Bissaka gets a 4. I think he looks very exhausted now, and it's his first complete season for Manchester United. He has been our player of the year, but he has been poor in the last few games. But I think that's because he looks a little tired and off now, and he's still improving, and he will improve. So Van Bissaka gets a 4. Victor Lindelof, he was awful. Lindelof gets a 2. In the first goal, I think Lindelof should have done much better. He repeated that mistake again, which he did against Southampton, because even against Southampton, Lindelof failed to get ahead of Obafemi, and Southampton scored the late equalizer. And even in this game, he couldn't get ahead of Giroud. And as a centre back, you should be getting ahead of your man, and he failed to do that, which led to the first goal. I think that error was more of Lindelof's than De Gea's in the first goal. And Lindelof, he was poor. Lindelof gets a 2. Harry Maguire gets a 3. Um, he had a head collision with Eric Bailly. Well, it was good to see Maguire back, and I was expecting him to continue the game and not get subbed off, because he's a team leader, and he has the leadership in him, even though people might disagree. But I was sure that Maguire will want to continue, and he did. But he had an opportunity to score on the other hand as well. He should be doing better than that. He had scored many goals for England and Leicester. But this season for United, yes, it's his first season, and because he is the costliest defender in the world, he has been the limelight, and he's the captain of Manchester United. So that adds on the little pressure as well. But look, talking about the centre back partnerships. Previously, I said that Maguire and Lindelof they're not good enough to win us titles. Yes, they are. Lindelof and Maguire are individually good centre backs, but as a pair, they don't work out together. They don't complement each other. And yes, I think we will get top 4. And if you want to continue finishing top 4, Maguire and Lindelof can be the centre back partnership. But if you want to get to challenging for titles and challenging Liverpool and Man City, I think we need a new centre back who's got that pace alongside Maguire. Or look, individually they are both good, but as a pair they don't just work out together. In the last few games, the centre back problem is becoming a little bit evident now. But I'm not expecting us to sign a centre back, because but this now it's looking like it should be a priority signing. But will we? I don't think so. Maguire gets a 3. Eric Bailly gets a 5. Things. He didn't play the entire game. He got subbed off, and we all wish him a speedy recovery, and hopefully he's all fine. He got rushed to the hospital, but he has been discharged as well. So hopefully he's fine. He had a cut in his head as well. He had 2 head collisions in like less than 5 minutes, so that was a little serious. But as soon as Bay went off, we conceded the goal, and Eric Bailly gets a 5. Brendan Williams, he was awful. Williams gets a 2. In the second goal, which we conceded, Williams shouldn't be losing the ball. He lost the ball very cheaply, and they should have done a lot better. But Williams, he was very bad, and Luke Shaw has been a definite miss for Manchester United, and Williams gets a 2. Fred gets a 4. He got subbed off early, and look, Fred and McTominay have been good for us. They have been very good for us this season, but after the restart, they have been poor. And look, Fred and McTominay, they are not impact players. These two are the players that build on the games. Because when the season started, Fred didn't start. But when Pogba and Matic were injured, Fred and McTominay started playing a lot together, and they grew on confidence. And Fred and McTominay, they need to play like 5 or 10 games to get to the top, to get to their best. Coming off the bench or starting one game after every 3 or 4 games is not what they want, and that's costing us. Because Fred, for me, after Wan-Bissaka, Fred has been the player of the year for us, because he has been very good, but after the lockdown, after the restart, he has been poor. So he needs a little bit of run of games, 5 or 10 runs of game to get at his best. But right now, is he going to start ahead of Matic and Pogba? I don't think so. So Fred's and McTominay have a little work to do behind. Fred gets a 4. Matic gets a 5. He didn't have too much to do, because he couldn't soldier the back four very well. But to be honest, he was one of the better players, because the other players were just awful. And Matic gets a 5. He was one of the better players than the rest, because he wasn't amazing, but he wasn't awful either. So Matic gets a 5. He was below average. 6 is an average score, so 5 for Matic. Bruno Fernandes gets a 5 as well. Didn't have too much of the ball to make an impact. There was a duration, I think it was between the 10-minute duration between half an hour, between the 30-minute mark and just before Eric Bailly got injured. In that 10 to 15 minutes, Bruno Fernandes did look like he might create something, and it did look like we might now get into the game and get the rhythm and maybe score a goal. But other than that 10 minutes, we hardly had anything to do. Fernandes scored another goal, and his penalty technique is very impressive. He doesn't miss any, does he? Hopefully continues that, and Fernandes he gets a 5. Marcus Rashford gets a 4. He had an opportunity to score later on where his shot just drifted off. But other than that, he hardly had any chances, and Rashford needs Martial next to him. That link up was a huge miss, and Rashford cannot hold up the ball like Martial does. Rashford is very bad at that, so he needs Martial alongside him to have an impact. Rashford is more of a straight player who can get the ball and he runs, and he's got dribbles in him. But as a hold-up player, as a number 9, he's not good enough. So Rashford had a bad game as well. Rashford gets a 4. Dan James, 4 as well. Didn't have much. He hardly had any chances. There was one counter attack, and other than that, we didn't have anything in the whole game. We offered absolutely nothing on the attack. So Dan James gets a 4. Solskjaer, he gets a 3. I think his decision to play 5 at the back, I think that decision cost us the game. His tactics were wrong in this game. I have no idea why he switched his formation when we are doing very well. But he subbed off the players and he brought Pogba and Mason, but they couldn't have much of an impact either. But look, he shouldn't have started 5 at the back. And I'm going to say that tactical change cost us the game. So Solskjaer wanted to win the game because when we were 2-0 down, he immediately brought on Pogba and Greenwood. Because if he didn't mind the game and he would have focused on West Ham game, he wouldn't have got those 2 on. But because he knew the game was over, but he wanted to win the game. But tactically, he was wrong. He made five changes to the last team which we played against Crystal Palace. That decision I agree on, because we had to rest players in this game, because West Ham and Leicester games are more crucial for us. But that formation, got no idea why he did that. That cost us the game. So Solskjaer gets a 3. A man of the match, I wouldn't be giving anyone the man of the match because I don't think anyone deserved it, to be very honest. We were very bad, and no one deserved the man of the match because we lost the game is one thing, but the manner in which we lost is not acceptable. So no man of the match for this game. It's going to be a big test for Manchester United. We play West Ham next at Old Trafford on Wednesday, and the team will be down now after that result, but we've got to get up and fight back. We've got to grind it out and get the win against West Ham, because look, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it was a disappointing result, but we can still finish 3rd and win a European competition. I'd rather win the Europa League and get top 4 rather than not get top 4 and win the FA Cup. So it's not going to be easy now because the confidence might be low, but we've got to go and face it out and fight it out and get the important 3 points. And Spurs did us a favor by beating Leicester 3-0. So we are now level on points with Leicester as well as goal difference. So we've got a game in hand as well. At the end of the game week, if we beat West Ham, Liverpool play Chelsea after our match. So if Liverpool beat Chelsea, we might be 3rd at the end of the game week. So that's something which we should look up to, and I think we will beat West Ham, and hopefully Liverpool beat Chelsea as well. So smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that bell icon so that you get notified about the future videos and updates, and I'll speak to you all soon. Till then, peace.